Well, we're actually here at the winner's circle where the jockeys are hoping to be after tomorrow night. And here with us this morning, we have Tim. Tim, you had a really big night last night, and you're about to go down and get ready to prepare for tonight. So can you tell me what all happened last night?
I had my 1,500 career win, won 3 races in a row, so it was a big milestone to get past as a jockey to win 1,500 races. So it was a great night for me, and hopefully to continue that on Saturday night.
And can you tell me, how you go into preparing for races like this? Because you're competing in 8 out of the 11 races.
Yes, like I said, I'll go out there this morning, get on all my horses, to get prepared for the races, and get a feel for your horses, and you'll talk to the trainers, and try to make a strategy of how you want the race to set up. Just try to get best prepared to let your horse run the best races possible.
Now, who are the top horses here? John and Brittany were wondering, who are the top horses here this weekend?
Hopefully the ones I'm on.
And who are the ones that you're on?
I ride 8 different races. One of the ones that I ride is Freak on the Lead that I won a stake on here a couple weeks ago. So hopefully he runs a big race.
And what's the craziest horse name that you've heard since you've been a jockey?
I don't know. I kind of like the horse that I ride coming up Saturday, Freak on the Lead. I kind of like his name.
That is a fun name. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll let you get back. He's going to start warming up his horse in just a few minutes. At 6:30, actually, we're going to see them practicing. So definitely stay tuned for that. John and Brittany?
Clear.
Perfect,
Good
thanks.
job, guys.
Okay, we're going to do a recorded interview really quick.
Brittany.
All right, thanks, Grant. At 6:40 now, it's the 14th edition of Louisiana Premier Night. KPLC's Kayla Courvell is live this morning from Delta Downs in Vinton to find out more about the big race's impact on our economy. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning, Brittany. We're here right next to the track, and we're here with Don Stevens, who is the announcer. Don, what is the significance of Louisiana Premier Night here?
Well, we bring in all the best horses in Louisiana for Louisiana Premier Night. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll have 11 races. Every race is for horses bred here in the Bayou State. So it really celebrates the thoroughbred breed in the state of Louisiana. We give away over $850,000 in purse money tomorrow night. So it's a big night for the jockeys, the trainers, the owners, and the fans. I mean, the fans come out in droves to watch a night like this, and it's just very exciting.
And because everyone's coming, from Louisiana, all that money is staying here. I mean, what does that do for the economy?
It does a lot. I mean, you've got all the jobs that people don't think about. The grooms and the vets and the trainers and the jockeys and the people who sell feed and the tax stores and the trucks and the gasoline and the trailers. I mean, you can go on and on. There's so many businesses attached to horse racing. They say in Louisiana it has over a $2 billion impact with the 4 racetracks in this state. So it is a big business.
Now, the fans aren't all just from Louisiana. Fans are also from places like Arkansas. Andy, you came the whole way here for Louisiana Premier Night from Arkansas. How big of a fan of Delta Downs are you?
I've become a really big fan in my times talking with Don on social media and so forth. It's a great time.
And how long have you been watching this online before you were actually able to come down here?
10 years or so.
And now you're finally here. You came in November, and now you're here again. What's it like for you to be here?
Oh, it's just great. The atmosphere at Delta's great. The people are friendly. Great food. Great horse racing.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. It starts tomorrow night, Louisiana Premier Night, tomorrow night at 5:40. There's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of gambling, a lot of betting, and a lot of racing. So if you guys are interested, definitely come out here to Vinton here at Delta Downs. Brittany?
Looks like a lot of fun.
Andy Clark, A-N-D-Y, C-L-A-R-K.
And where are you from?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
And why are you here this weekend?
Well, for Louisiana Premier Night.
And how did you get involved with a place here in Vinton, Louisiana?
Well, the track announcer here, Don Stevens, does a great job of interacting on social media with people. And I'm a big race fan, go to Oaklawn Park and Hot Springs quite a bit, but decided back in November to come down here and had a great time, and just decided to come back.
And why this weekend?
Because it's Louisiana Premier Night, so it's kind of event driven. It's a big weekend of racing, and it's always fun to be around a big weekend of racing.
And what does it mean for you to be able to come down here?
Well, it's great to come down, and I love horse racing from the power and strength perspective of the horses, the skill of the jockeys. I'm obviously way too big and way too old to do this, and what it would be like to ride one of these horses going 35 miles an hour around one of these corners would just be I think it would be a fantastic feeling.
And how long have you been following Delta Downs?
A long time, 10, 12, 15 years, not really sure. I mean, it's a great track to wager at night in the evenings after the afternoon tracks get done, and it's just something that's developed over time.
Is there anything else we should know or you want to add?
I don't know. Is there anything else you want me to add?
No. Go ahead. What happened?
Last night I was, I've been trying to reach a milestone as a jockey. A big milestone is winning 1,500 races. So last night coming into the night, I was 2 away, and I ended up winning three in a row. And so, it's a big night. To win 3 races in one night is it's a great feat. Plus, to accomplish winning your 1,500th race was awesome. And some of my family got to be here. My fiance and my daughter and my grandma and grandpa were here for it, so it was nice to be able to share that with them.
And how long have you been a jockey?
I started riding June 1st of 2003.
And I completely lost my train of thought. Okay, so what's happening tomorrow night? We'll go back to the
Cut.
Just completely forgot what I was thinking. Okay.
Tomorrow night is the big night here at Delta Downs, the featured races. I ride 8 out of the 11 races, so hopefully a lot of money to be given out, and I'm just hopefully I can be a part of it and make a little bit of money.
And this is how you support your family?
Yeah, this is all I've done. All I've done, my whole life. I started galloping horses at the age of 14. My whole family's been in racing, so always been at the track. Here at Delta Downs was the very first track that I have ever been to. My dad used to train here and is also a blacksmith.
And so, where are you from?
Originally from Moss Bluff, Louisiana.
Okay, so what does it mean for you to come here and be kind of at home?
I was in Chicago for a long time, and I just came back here just I don't know, maybe a couple weeks after Thanksgiving. I just showed up, so it was nice to be able to come home. First couple weeks I was here, it was like every time I'd go on the track, my entire family was here hollering at me, and so it was pretty neat. And it's my first meet here. I knew a lot of people, but I did not know a lot of guys because I left here when I was pretty young. So to be able to come back home and be close to a lot of family, and I've had a lot of success since I've been here just right away. So it always feels good when you get to a place and start doing good and start rolling and win a lot of races, and then to be close to your family and back home and back to the place where the first track you ever been to is just it's a good feeling, definitely, for sure.
And
talk about what it means to be a jockey.
Yeah, how do you train to be a jockey? Do you train or do you practice?
No, I don't know. I guess you train to be a jockey. I guess I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, when I started, I was always, I was little. Like I said, I came to the races all the time. My dad, was a trainer, and I had horses here at Delta. So I was always at the track. I was coming with him all the time, and that's just from the time I was a little kid. That's all I wanted to do was just be a jockey. And my dad always wanted to ride, but he was always a little bit too big to be able to ride. So my dad, he taught me a lot, and he got me into it, and was real supportive and helped me along the way. And I kind of just grew up in it. A lot of jockeys come, you're kind of just born into it, and that's how you like other countries, they got jockey schools. We don't have that here. Well, we've got one now in Kentucky, but most of your Cajun boys are, they're kind of brought up into it.
Hold it down a little bit farther. Okay. Can I get you to say your name, spell it, and what your title is here?
Don Stevens, Donstevens, and I'm the track announcer at Delta Downs.
And so, what type of money does something like this bring into Louisiana and Benton?
Well, it has a lot of effects. We have fans like you saw with Andy coming from out of state. We have owners and trainers coming from all over Louisiana and Texas and the whole region. So it has a big economic impact. People stay at our hotel, they eat our food, they buy gas at local gas stations. So yeah, it's really a big economic impact.
Do you know how much money it brings in?
I don't have any numbers, but horse racing is a big business. There's tracks all over the country, and you see the Kentucky Derby and the Breeders' Cup and things like that, and those it's a multi-billion-dollar business, horse racing. So it really does have a big impact.
And how does this compare to something like the Kentucky Derby?
Well, this day really is all about Louisiana. This is Louisiana Premier Night, and what that means is the horses bred here in Louisiana are competing. So all the horses you'll see on Saturday night were bred right here in the Bayou State. They'll compete for over $850,000 in purse money tomorrow night. That is a lot of money. The jockeys will make 10% of what they win, and the trainers and the owners, of course, it's a big paycheck for them. So there's not many days like this, so you really take this chance to enjoy a big event.
What's your favorite part of being here?
Well, my favorite part is my job. I love my job. I get to watch horse races for a living, and I get to interact with people and fans and the jockeys and the trainers. And I've always been a horse racing fan since I was a little kid, and I love sports and just the competitive nature of it. And these horses going all out and laying it all out on line on the racetrack is just thrilling to me.
Is there anything else we should know or you want to add?
No, just that we'd like to have everybody out. Post time is 5:40 p.m. on Louisiana Premier Night Saturday. 11 races in all. We've got a handicapping contest, which is free for anybody to enter. You don't even have to know what you're doing. Just pick a horse in every race, and you could win $750 first place prize. We're giving out free T-shirts to the first 250 fans if they buy a live racing program. And the Louisiana Thoroughbred Breeders Association is awarding 2 $1,000 college scholarships. So if you're enrolled in a college or university here in Louisiana, just come out and enter the drawing, and we'll announce the winners during the night, so you can get $1,000 towards your tuition.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.